I'll pay that tax rate, and that'll get everybody's attention. I'll pay $500 million a year to the state of New Jersey. And when people hear that, this thing should pass easily. I'll create 10,000 jobs, and it's a no-brainer. Keep in mind that the casinos combined only pay $200 million in Atlantic City. So at the time, the 8 or 10 casinos were paying $200 million. I figured I'll offer $500 million. How could you turn that down? Particularly, New Jersey was the #1 state in the world for breeding harness horses. #1 in the world. We had the best sires, the best farms, the best breeding program. Now we have nothing, literally. Parks Casino, which is one of our competitors, has 7.3 million adults living within 50 miles. Aqueduct, who's basically been funding the campaign, has 14.1 million people living within 50 miles. Then you look at the Meadowlands, we have 14 million people living within 50 miles. And the geniuses have decided that the brilliant move is to keep the casinos in an area where there's 1.5 million people living within 50 miles. Standing outside on the curb, who I knew for years, I said, "What are you doing here?" "Oh, we're waiting for the bus to Atlantic City." Just lucky. He said, "So I agree with you. Why should they go to take a bus to Atlantic City?" I think there used to be 14 million people who went to Atlantic City by bus. I think that number is 2 million. So 12 million people no longer waste their time on a bus to Atlantic City. They go to New York or Pennsylvania. So this is the biggest joke of all. The biggest joke of all. Here you have the Meadowlands, which is 127 miles from Atlantic City. And it's a major, it would be terrible if the Meadowlands opened a casino. It would destroy Atlantic City. Now, voila, we have Harrah's in Philadelphia, which is 70 miles away, which is owned by Caesars. At the time that Harrah's was built, Caesars owned 4 of the 12 casinos in Atlantic City. And they had the nerve, after all their bullshit here, to go and open a casino 70 miles away and object to opening a casino 120 miles away.